Hello and welcome to this session of Zoyco Garage. Today we're going to take a look at installing the Compressive tuning ultra intake system. It's a smart flow shroud that uses an air dam to help force more air into the intake. Come in a couple colors. I chose black, as you can see. I've already taken off the front bumper cover in preparation. Let's get to it. So they do provide a printed set of instructions, like pairing. That's really nice to have when you're installing some of this stuff. The printed set of instructions right there with you. New color photos. Seems pretty straightforward. I don't suspect we'll have any difficulties. First thing they're going to have us do is remove the intake clips and duct. I've already popped these loose with my trim removal tool. And I may have just lost that clip. Remove the intake duct. Next we're going to remove the clips holding in the stock intake shroud, that's what they call this. So we removed the intake duct, removed the intake shroud clips. Next they indicate removing your headlight bolts. From what I've read elsewhere, you may not need to do that, so I'm going to hold off. Next you're going to have us move to the front of the car and remove the bolts holding the upper bumper brace in place. All right. So those upper support bolts are here, 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 and there. It'll be the same on the passenger side. $10 mil. In fact, these two are screws, Phillips. We've finished removing the bolts for the upper bumper support bar. And next, we're going to want to try to pop it up and out of the headlight clips without breaking the headlight clips. Not too difficult. Get over here. Of course, this will be a little easier for you if you're using both hands. All right. We've got that out. With that out, we can remove the stock shroud, which I inconveniently ran a wire through. Okay, so yeah, don't run wires through your intake shroud. Get the front bumper brace off and the intake shroud loose, and my wire harness pulled out. I can remove the stock intake shroud. And we're left with this. Next, we're going to be loosening up radiator bracket clips, and we're going to remove the left side of the hood latch, and then we'll be inserting the air dam in its place. So now we're going to be switching to 12 millimeter. We're going to remove the bolt on the left hand side of the hood latch. I've already loosened that, as you can see. Don't want to lose that. Then we're going to remove the two radiator bracket bolts. Of course, there's one on the other side. And we're just going to leave those loose there. Okay, so it turns out to continue, I'll have to remove this 12 mil right here. Now we can insert the air ram using the stock bolt on the right hand side, and then a 5 millimeter Allen bolt that's supplied with the kit. I'm going to finish tightening up the air down. Cool. And again, using this stock bolt. Just don't really need too much. Alright, this could be a problem for installing the helmet horns if you're looking to do that. Once removing those bolts, we're going to lift up on the radiator support brackets so we can slide the shroud underneath. Take the intake shroud. Sure we've got everything lined back up. Can at least temporarily push the radiator clips back into position. cool. It's looking good. Alright, so we had the shroud and the dam installed. We've gone ahead and reinserted the upper bumper support. Really not much to it. Plastic bracket behind the headlamp. If you just lightly pull it out, you can slip the bracket behind it and get the little nub to line up in the slot. Same on the other side. And then up here, this piece of the shroud or of the upper bumper support, you want to slide over the shroud so it's on top. And we've got a good fit, so we can go ahead now, reinsert the 2 Phillips bolts and the 3 remaining bolts on each side and get the bumper support torqued down 15 pounds. When you're doing this, when you're putting the bumper cover back on, you want to make sure you have it squared up. I would suggest maybe lining up the 3 inside bolts on both sides before you start to snug them down, because you may strip it. I had to replace one, so just be aware. And then we'll finish up installing the bumper support by putting in the Phillips bolts, and you'll put the screwdriver here. All right, cool. Everything back in place and secured. We're going to take this piece here and slide it underneath this flange and line up the holes, so when we reinsert the bumper, the clip will set in. Cool. We're going to take our take duct and slide it back into the air box. Reinsert its clips. There we have it, the compressive tuning ultra intake system. Looks good. And at this point, you probably start to put your bumper cover back on and whatnot. I have some other things I'm going to work on. But we'll call this install done. Cool. Thanks for watching. See ya.